guys, I'm just Chocho, and this is my first tier list, which I'm gonna make in a video. It consists every elo like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Timestamps are gonna be in the description. And yeah, let's start with bronze elo top lane. So top lane, I've picked simple, but yet simple champions with really nice laning phases. Like, let's first talk about Yorick. Yorick's laning phase, you have really nice sustain, nice trades. Your ghouls are annoying as fuck if you can land your E. Your W is really nice for ganks. If your opponent does not have a gap closer, it's like free kill every time your jungler ganks. And yeah, you push really fast because of your ult. And yeah, he's very strong and consistent top laner in bronze. Why? Because he's good at split pushing, good at team fighting. He is nice top laner. Pantheon, lane bully. You probably destroy absolutely every champion with Pantheon, because you don't really need TP. You pick up ignite, you go into top lane, you spam your spears, you kill him. And because when bronze top laners have really shitty mentality, when your opponent kills you, he's gonna be like, oh no, I should kill him, I'm not gonna be behind. Then he comes back to lane, he fights you, and you kill him again. That's why Pantheon is really nice pick. When enemy and next pick is actually gonna be Malphite. Now Malphite is really nice champion. Even if you fall behind early game, you could still be really effective and strong. I'm sorry, you can still be really effective and strong with the late game because of your ultimate. You will need to practice Malphite like 5 or 10 games, and you could be really good Malphite player. Garen, he has really solid laning phase. His ulti late game deals a lot of damage. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you, but they kite you when you play Garen. They don't kite you in bronze. When you get your black cleaver, you just go in. Nobody pills in bronze. Nobody. They won't stay together. Their carries are gonna jump for your carries, and you could destroy absolutely everybody. If you want to peel, you could peel with Garen. You silence your opponents, you E, and when you see that, you know, the guy with the mark, you deal true damage to him, you obliterate him. 2k true damage late game. That is deadly. That's why. And Mundo is unkillable. He got really nice laning phase with his Q, really strong mid game, and unkillable late game. Mundo is just insane for low elo players. Let's move into the jungle. In the jungle we have some solid yet really easy picks. Starting with Warwick, you could gank. Level 3, really easy gank. Level 6, easy gank. You could do whatever you want. What? With a Mumu, same shit. Your early gank, like your level 3 gank, is not as good as Warwick, because Warwick has Warwick has his E, but you have your Q with the Mumu. You have your Q with the Mumu, and if you are able to land it consistently, you're gonna have really strong ganks. His Sphere, the Warwick Sphere is really strong early game. Your top laner could just help you, and you could kill enemy laner. I mean, I'm sorry, not top laner, every laner. You could gank bot lane. Bot lane with Warwick is super effective if you are able to fear them, like the support and the AD carry. You could get easy double kill. With the Mumu, it's kinda harder, but again, it's pretty good. Volibear, really easy level 3 gank. On level 6 you have so much damage with him. He's tanky, he has damage, he's perfect. Xin Zhao, now this champion is more like farmer, and skirmisher. In skirmishes, he's not gonna lose. Like early and mid game, he probably beats Warwick. He beats them all. He could beat absolutely every jungler, Rangars, Kazakhs, like Graves. He beats everybody, and if he gets a hit, he could snowball and win the game. He could almost like 1v5 if he has really strong build like either Guinsus or like Armor Pen build. It depends on you. For the mid lane, for me, mid lane is really good role to carry, and there are really good and simple picks. Let's start with Annie. Pretty much they're gonna call you noob when you play this champion. Why? Easy to CS with your Q. Really nice burst at level 6, and when you have your Tibbers, nice E, damage reduction is nice, and the E is like Thornmail, you know, it's just really good. Easy stuns, easy farming, pretty nice champion. Super effective at team fightings, in team fights, checked. What about KO? Now, you know that every bronzy and like silver and gold players do like champions like Zed and Yasuo, and this is the perfect champion against them. Like, I know a lot of players struggling up against Zed and Yasuo, but when you have KO, like let's say Zed ults you, you kick his ass because you have your ult. Playing against Yasuo, Yasuo does shit against you because your auto attacks with E are, you know, the wall does not stop your E, and that's why she's really strong against them. And as I said, a lot of people play this champion, so you're gonna stomp them. Also, kill skills like a fucking monster, and you're gonna destroy everybody late game. Malzahar, no, he's really good because of his ulti, really easy engage. Being able to engage in solo queue is such a big shit. It's really a big thing. Also the silence, insane. For me, Malzahar is really easy against ability users. He's superior. He pushes the lane really easily with his voidlings. That's why I like him. AD carries, Misfortune, best AD carry in the low elo. It's really simple. In team fights, you just are. You don't need to press anything else. Just are. You just need to have a good position. Are. Laning phase, incredibly easy. You should. The only mechanic I think is kind of hard is your Q. I guess it was the double up, or I'm not sure. You should practice this mechanic, and if you know how to use it, you're gonna be really good with MF. Jinx. Now, in this position, I could have chosen like Caitlyn or like Twitch, but for me, Jinx is really strong. Why? Because you would just like a lot of bronze AD carries. They don't know how to kite. With Jinx, you could pretty much stay and just auto attack. If you have some lifesteal, if you have your triple crit, you're gonna kill them. And with your like you have really big range with your rockets, and if they're like melee, you could use your Q, and with lifesteal or like crit, you're just destroying them. When you get one kill with Jinx late game, and just you shoot your rockets, and you're probably gonna win every team fight. Ashe, as I said, like Malzahar, when you're able to engage in solo queue, like the team which engages in bronze, most of the times wins. If like enemy doesn't have like really strong cleanup champion like Master Yi or like Graves, but when you're able to engage, when you're able to give your team a free, you're able to stun one of the enemies, you're golden. Ashe is really strong, really nice matchups right now. Like she's not bad against Lucian, not bad against Misfortune. She's solid. Triple crit. You take either Warlords or Further Battle. Warlords really strong for the late game, but yeah, she's really good. Support. Now supports in bronze, it's kinda hard to carry with them. Blitzcrank is probably the best solo queue support for me. With the grab, it's really easy. People in bronze, they don't know how to position or how to dodge your hook, so you just hook them and kill them. Now Sona, one of the champions which Blitzcrank is the best against, Sona, you just need to spam your abilities. You just spam Q, W, E, Q, W, E. These auras are really good. I mean, the Q is damage, but the E and W are really good. She scales like a motherfucker into the late game. You have engaged with you all. She is perfect. Same with Nautilus, but he's tankier and he does not heal, of course. Nautilus is probably the champion with the most CC in the game. His ultimate is free engage into their back lane, and you know, when you knock up somebody there for, I think they're stunned for 2 minutes extra. I'm not sure, but he is really solid and probably the best tank support. And again, really aggressive laner, not bad for bronze. Now let's jump into the silver. In silver top lane. Now top lane in silver, there are some there are different, there is a little bit of difference than bronze. You can see similar faces like Malphite and Pantheon. Again, Malphite is the same concept, you just have to do a good ult. Pantheon, you just crush lane, you try to help your you try to help your partners with your ultimate and you win. Now why is Darius here? Like, why is not Garen here? Why is not Yorick here? Now let's say, you know, Yorick actually counters Darius, but this is a different topic. Darius is really good lane bully, and people in silver and bronze, they can't really dodge your Q. They don't really bother it. And when you're able to hit every Q, when you're able to heal every time, he is actually gonna smash you. He is really strong pick for laning phase, and in team fights, if they're not CCing him, he could actually kill the AD carry. And with one reset, now champions with resets, they are really simple. They get one reset in team fights, they're golden. They just beat everybody up, and Darius is probably one of the best champions with resets because his ulti deals true damage. Now Swain, new face. Why Swain is here? First off, incredibly easy laning phase. Level 6 you second. Level 6 they probably cannot kill you. You could build damage and still can't die. That's why he's really good at team fighting. He's really good at pushing waves with his Q and W, and he's just an amazing pick. Jungle. I'm sorry, I'm okay. Jungle. The probably one of the best low elo junglers again is Xin Zhao. As I said, one of the best skirmishers in the game. And as you know, like, you could probably invade with him and you could beat everybody up. And like nobody, as you know, in low elo would ward his buffs. Because they don't expect it. And you could cheese them and you could just destroy him. If you get some kills on him, he snowballs like a motherfucker. Amumu, back here. As I said before, great team fighting, great ganks, perfect low elo carry. Perfect. Shyvana, new face. Now why I pick her is because games in low elo go really long, and she has kind of an engage with her ulti. It's not bad. She scales really hard. She is really tanky. And yeah, really strong jungler. And now Nocturne, probably the easiest ganker. Level 6, you just press R and you ult. Bot lane, mid lane, top lane. Free fucking kill with your ult. It's even easier than Rengar ult. It's even easier, and he's really strong skirmisher as well. If you build him full AD, he one shots. Attack speed, scales really nice. He's very good. Mid lane. In the mid lane you could see that there are again new faces. Annie's still here, she's again bursty, nice team fights, and engage. This lane dominance, he is gonna pressure your ass a lot. This, if he gets 1 kill, 2 kill, the game is just over. You might not even try. His trickster, super annoying, and you should know, low elo players, they tell the easiest. If you kill him once, twice, they will tell, they might even infade. He is superb for silver. Swain, as I said again, easy laning phase, and the fact that you could go second item like Spirit Visage or Abyssal Scepter in the AP matchup is just like, he's really strong. You're not gonna kill him. Kale, again, counter to the one trick ponies or or Yasuo or Zed lovers. Also late game, unbeatable. She is good against Fizz and good against Annie. Probably is gonna struggle up against like Spirit Visage, Abyssal Scepter, and Rod of Ages Swain, but I don't know, she's not bad. AD carries, once again, we have similar faces in Misfortune, the Press R champion, the Ashe in really free engages, and now Caitlyn. Why Caitlyn? Now Caitlyn scales really well, games are going longer, triple crit, Blade of the Ruin King or the Bloodthirster, and she's really safe with her W, with her E. She is amazing champion. If you are able to master her, it's like late game is really hard to kill her because of the lifesteal, and if they step on a trap, we motherfucking kill with the crit. Support, new faces, a new face in Brand. Brand is really hard carry support in team fights. He's one of the best. Like, I feel actually he's better than Zyra in team fights because of his ulti and constant like spell abuse. Blitzcrank, the best kill lane against squishies. He kills Soraka. He kills Soraka. He kills Janna. He kills Sona. He kills mage support. He is really aggressive, and this is amazing. He is really nice solo queue support. And the Aura champion Sona, again, really nice champion, scales really well, and that's it. Now let's move into gold, into the top lane. In top lane we have new faces, I guess, like Swain is again here, easy laning phase, kills opponents really fast. Darius is here, Darius able to pressure the lane. I don't know why I'm using different pictures for him, but it doesn't really matter. Darius able to pressure the lane, and like if you're really good with Darius, you could probably 2v2 in level 6. Like, he's an amazing champion for low elo, and just it provokes enemy jungler to actually pressure the top side of the map. And I mean, Darius probably wins every 2v2, like him and his jungler against enemy and his jungler, because Darius is annoying, really annoying champion. Kayle, pretty much one of the safest options. She has a heal, slow, range, and like her ulti, she cannot die for like 2-3 seconds. Also, Nautilus. Now we have this tank. This guy is really tanky. He does not deal a lot of damage, same as Maokai, same as Malphite. They don't deal a lot of damage, but they are team fighting gods with their ultimate, with their CC, everything. In the jungle, newcomer is the Zag. His early game is better than a Mumu. and I feel like his skill is a little bit better because he has more consistent damage, but it's a little bit different. He has When you play against Zack, you should be scared of the Fog of War, which is like is incredible. Same as Nocturne, you should be scared from the Fog of War. He can just jump on you and destroy you. And Vi is probably the best carry jungler in his best carry jungler. She's kind of tanky. She's like a bruiser, and with her ulti, she could like let's say Misfortune ults, Vi just ults her, and Misfortune's dead. Pretty much with like Vi's ult, Q, E, and auto attacks, Misfortune's dead. Hecarim is able to first off farm really nicely. His clear is really fast. His ganks are really easy, and like he does a lot of damage. And as you can see in gold, most of the champions are like bruisers, and in my opinion, in gold is like the rating where you should play like tanky champions, but they also deal a lot of damage. So you're not really team reliant like let's say full tank, or like it's really good. Bruisers are one of my favorite classes. In mid lane, new faces like Syndra, Talon, and Ahri. Ahri is probably probably the best mid laner all around. Nice wave clear, CC, mobility, insane mid laner. Talon, probably the most damage. Like he just bursts you. I don't know why they rework like LeBlanc and Talon. Their passives deal too much damage, and Katarina, of course. Like they have Thunderlords on a passive. That's ridiculous. He deals so much damage. Syndra, the one-shot champion, she's kind of hard, but she deals a lot of damage. You could just ulti and kill somebody. Fizz, as I said, he's actually pretty good against mages, and you could see a lot of like Orianna players and a lot of, I guess, Cassiopeia players. No, she's not that played, but Cassiopeia players, Riot players, Victor players. He's really good against them. In the AD carry spot, we have the flavor of the month AD carry Lucian. Now why Lucian? Because like the Blade of the Ruined King made him really strong. Also there was a buff on his like Q and W, I guess, and he's really strong. His skill is actually not that bad now, with like Blade of the Ruined King, Black Cleaver, or Blade of the Ruined King, Triforce, and Crit. He does a lot of damage. Same as Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is going into his old builds like with Rage Blade with Blade of the Ruined King. These two items, and just you could kill everybody. He deals so much percentage HP damage. He's super strong. Draven, now this is like kind of a one-trick pony style of champ, which I don't think I'm actually gonna use in these videos. But I feel like Draven is really one of the best solo queue carries. When he gets fed early, he can just kill you over and over again. And Misfortune, the most stable AD carry I feel in low below. Good lane phase, ultimates, and that's all. Support, now as you can see I'm using 6 supports here. Lulu, this support synergizes with a lot of AD carries. Like if your AD carries, like Lulu is really good with triple crit AD carries and with Kog'Maw. She is incredible. She could keep them alive, and like she is insane. She actually has really nice poke in lane. I don't really like Lulu. Janna, again, she keeps your AD carry and your team alive. She shields you constantly, and she's pretty nice. Same as Soraka, but she just spam heal, silence, Q, ultimate. That's all. Karma, super poke early game, and gives you a ton of shields late game. Blitzcrank, the counter of any of these supports. It just hooks your Janna, and let's say your Draven just smacks her with 2 or 3 axes and she's dead. Pretty much. Zyra, Now she's quite an aggressive laner. She deals a lot of damage, probably one of the most damagey supports. I really like her actually. Moving on to Platinum. This is where I feel the laning phase actually means really a lot. Like as I showed you in every elo, laning phase means a lot because you get snowball. But I feel in Platinum there are probably one of the best mechanical players, so laning phase is really important. Swain, he has really simple laning phase and it's hard to kill him, so I really like him. Renekton, lane bully, and actually has really good matchups. I feel like Renekton into Darius is not bad matchup. That's why Darius is not here, because Renekton is able to pretty much like Renekton could E in, and because they nerfed the damage on Darius' Q in the inner circle, Renekton deals a little bit more damage. He's a little bit more tanky, has more mobility. Quinn, she destroys Darius. She destroys like Malphite early game, Nautilus early game. She's really strong early game. And late game, what you do is you go bot lane, you push the wave, somebody comes for you, you ult, you group with your team, and you just kill. You just force a fight when one of your opponents is like, let's say in bot lane or top lane. She is like really nice pressuring. She really nicely pressures the map. Fiora, probably she scales better than everybody. She is real late game duelist, really good split pusher, nice laning phase with vitals if you're able to hit them, and yeah, I really like her. Gragas, now why like Gragas is probably the more aggressive version of Nautilus, and like Nautilus in Malphite, he deals more damage than them, and his ulti is like, it's, if you're a really good Gragas, you know his ulti is really valuable, but if you're kind of bad, it's like not that good. His laning phase certainly is better than the other tanks. He has a little bit of healing from his passive. He has a lot more damage, and you could go like two Doran's rings, and like corrupting potion, and this is really good early game for you. You could probably kill your opponent like pre-6 with this build. Depends on your opponent. For the jungle, as you can see, really big champion pool. Now Kha'Zix is here, a newcomer, probably one of the best assassins. He just could have really strong early game, really strong early ganks, and yeah, he snowballs, he scales not bad, like better than Nocturne, certainly. That's why Nocturne is not here. Zac, as I said, you should be scared from the Fog of War, and Zac is just great pick for like every elo. Hecarim, again, he's the bruiser. As you can see, he is tanky and damaged. He's very good, and his ganks and team fights are not bad. He certainly is not. He certainly does not scale really well. Like the only jungler I feel like he outscales is from this list is like Elise. But even though I feel that Elise actually scales better. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Elise, the best early game pressure jungler from all of these. Like probably the only jungler which actually could beat her early game is like Lee Sin. But Lee Sin is actually not that strong right now in the moment. So I feel like there are certainly better choices, like Rengar, who is not really strong early game. Like if you fight him early game, he would kill you, but his ganks early game are not that good. But when you get level 6, it's just like free gank. I'm sorry. Graves, really fast clears, and like ganks are heavy damage. You just burst your opponent and that's all. My favorite Graves build, like I like Graves, like my favorite jungler right now. Favorite Graves build is the DPS build. where you build like Black Cleaver and this not this dance for Phantom Dancer, Moba Mortius, lifesteal item, and like you could with this DPS build you get a lot of stacks from your E, and you get a lot of and you get tanky. Your Bloodthirster or like Bladed Ruin King or like this dance, this heals you, and you just destroy fights, you destroy your opponents, one shot AD carries. My favorite jungler right now. For the mid lane, best control mage right now for Platinum is Anivia. She pushes, she scales really well, she just one shots AD carry late game, destroys tanks late game, she's great. Talon, as I said, roaming, killing, insane. The best AD assassin right now. Ari, complete champion, one of the best champions in the game. Now, new faces here are Echo and Victor. Why Victor? Victor, again, like Anivia, they're really similar in playstyles. They both burst a lot, like they burst hard, late game, really hard. But I feel like he has a little bit more like CC, and it's more reliable, because Anivia Q is kinda shitty when his W is actually really good, and like his combo is really deadly. If you're a good Victor player, you could carry 100%. And Echo, probably one of the best AP assassins. Echo is really hard to deal with. He's really difficult, and like you just play him like you remember the tank Echo. He was really annoying. This guy is similar but deals more damage. He's not as tanky, you know, but he's just really strong. Right now he deals a lot of damage. Like you just pick up a Lich Bane and your E deals like 500 damage on level 12. That's insane. You get I would just give one tip. You should just get Mercury Threads for tenacity, because this guy, he escapes every gank. He's like, if tenacity really helps him with stunts and CC, it's very good. These boots are really good on him. Hey, the carries, flavor of the month Lucian, really strong AD carry. Draven, if you're a good Draven, you beat absolutely everybody. Caitlyn, really safe option. Now you might ask me, why is not Ezreal here? Why, you might ask? Because he gets beaten by Lucian, he gets beaten by like Draven, and Caitlyn is like the same sort of ability, but she deals a lot more damage. For support, it's the same shit, but I'm not not picking Soraka, because Soraka is like people in Platinum are actually gonna focus her and she's gonna die. She's not that good. Lulu, peeling and like really good synergy with AD carries. Same with Janna, she peels, probably the best peeling support. Most damage support is Zyra and probably Brand, like both of them are really good. Karma is like early damage, a lot of early damage, and then shields and like roots and shit. Blitzcrank, kill lane, and this is like, if you're a main Blitzcrank, you're just gonna destroy solo queue, that's all. I'm sorry, just let's go to Diamond top lane. Now, Diamond top lane, it is kind of strange because a lot of players there are really good, and it's gonna be hard to get 1v1 kill, but still champions like Quinn are really popular. As you can see, there are two really good early game damage, but also scalers like she scales really well, Camille, and she has superb mobility. Fiora scales well, like Camille is better early game than Fiora, but Fiora probably outscales her. Rumble, now why not Swain? I feel actually Swain like it's not that good in this halo. You know, one of the rank ones, like former rank ones in the NA, what was his name? Was. He's a Swain main, but I have not seen a lot of Swain, but Rumble, like Dyrus plays him. A lot of players play him, and he's really consistent top laner. In the jungle, probably the best pick is Ivern. If he's open, they pick him because he's really nice utility pick. If he is banned and you're not really, your playstyle is not carry, you could certainly pick Nunu. Nunu with the Bond of Stone, you just spam your E and you slow your opponents and you heal your allies. This is certainly great. Rengar, he is often picked in the LCS, as you know, one of the best skirmishers. Kim and Kha'Zix are one of the best assassins. Elise early pressure in Challenger and like Diamond is really available, and she's just really nice jungler if you're able to pull off early ganks. Uh, Graves, Graves certainly again he when fed he could beat everybody. When he is not fed with items with on 5 items, 6 items, I feel like Graves is certainly really strong and could fight with every jungler pretty much and not get like bursted or anything else. It's really strong. For mid lane, Talon still I feel roaming in like Diamond is more valuable. That's why Talon is still here. New face Twisted Fate is here. He's able to pressure everywhere. Twisted Fate only by being in the game is really valuable. Valuable. But what is the problem? The problem is strong laners destroy him. If you pick Twisted Fate up against Talon, and if you don't rush Zonias, you're fucked, mate. You're just fucking fucked. Cooked. Against Orianna it's not that bad because she's a control mage, she scales better than you, than Twisted Fate. But you certainly scale not bad, but Orianna is one of the best late games. I feel like probably the best right now. Ari, she beats you in lane, but you roam better than her. Like Talon roaming, when Talon roams, it's probably like Twisted Fate is for me best roamer. Talon is probably second. Like it's really good. For the AD carries, finally you could see the Ezreal being picked and Kalista. Now these two AD carries are completely different. Ezreal should stack his tier and like I guess like tier with Triforce, he starts to do a lot of damage and actually is able to carry. With I feel like Kalista with the new like with new Bork and Runas, she's amazing. Early game she destroys a lot of the matchups. I feel like Lucian actually beats her. Lucian is probably, as I said, flavor of the month, best AD carry right now. Kalista is really strong AD carry, amazing damage, amazing lane phase. Certainly really good with melee supports like Thresh, Braum. And Caitlyn, again like Ezreal, really safe. She is really good against Ezreal. And why I feel like Diamond Ezreals are actually gonna play better than Platinum Ezreals against hard lanes. They're gonna be able to CS better and yeah, not make stupid mistakes. And for support, the 3 supports I feel are the best are again Lulu. Lulu is amazing, the best support in my opinion. Janna, the most stable support, she's always good, she's always able to peel. And the Thresh in Diamond, I feel a lot of players are going to be really good with Thresh. He's going to be able to make good hooks and he synergizes with Kalista. Kalista right now is strong and you're probably the best lane. Like probably the 2 best lanes are like Kog'Maw and Lulu versus Kalista and Thresh. The thing is, Lulu and Kog'Maw loses early game against Kalista and Thresh, and if Kalista gets ahead, she's going to destroy the Kog'Maw. That's why, and Thresh is amazing. Better than in Diamond, he's certainly better than Blitzcrank. Certainly better. As you can see, Blitzcrank is not in Diamond. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you actually enjoy. I put a lot of work into this tier list. watching inside, watching some videos, and I want to hear some of your feedback, because in Reddit, when I dropped my tier list, it was all like climbing tier list. I feel like it was not really good. Like the tier list was sucky, and a lot of people like talked about it and talked like shits. And I don't really care. I hope you enjoyed this tier list. Drop a like, watch the video, and timestamps. I think I would be able to make them down below. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.